Assalamu alaikum girls. I am Saima Fatma. Today's topic is unit number 5, The Rain. It is a poem written by the poet William Henry Davies. William Henry Davies was born in Wales in 1871. He was a Welsh poet and writer. He spent a significant part of his life as a tramp in the United Kingdom and United States, but became one of the most popular poets of his time. He strived tremendously throughout his life, and his enormous struggle is portrayed in his poem. He has a quiet, natural style of writing, free from artificial expressions. The principal themes in his work are observations about life's hardships, the ways in which human condition is reflected in nature, his own tramping adventures, and the various characters he met. He was a true lover of nature and life, and made new worlds of pleasure by his poetry. He was awarded the degree of doctorate by the University of Wales. He died on 26 September 1940. Davies is usually classed as one of the Georgian poets, although much of his work is not typical of the group in either style or theme. Now, the theme of the poem. The poem shows the simple sight of rain, revealing the refreshing impact of nature on human soul. The poem is a pellucid presentation of how rain falls on the leaves of a tree. The poet has presented one of the nature's most beautiful and attractive phenomena. The poem has two interpretations, apparent and deep. The poem is not merely a display of rain falling on the leaves, but between the lines there is a reference to prevalent social differences and injustice. Just like during rain, the upper leaves of a tree are lavishly watered by the rain, and the lower leaves quench their thirst drop by drop. Similarly, in a society, the upper social class enjoys the luxuries, amenities, and conveniences of life, whereas the lower class has to suffer and live from hand to mouth, with even their basic needs hardly being fulfilled. The first stanza is a realistic description of society. However, in the second part of the poem, the poet is optimist that just like the sunlight after rain brightens everything, shades of darkness accompanied with rain and makes the scene beautiful. There would come a time when social injustice and inequality would also cease to exist. So the themes running throughout the poem are love of nature and injustice in society. Some difficult terms used in this poem are leaves drinking water. Here the poet uses personification. You have studied figures of speech in detail. I hope you are well familiar with these terms. Personification is a figurative language technique where an object or idea is given human traits or characteristics. Here leaves have been personified. They have been given human quality of drinking. They are drinking water just like human beings. Second is rich leaves. Here the poet uses metaphor. Rich leaves symbolize rich people, the upper class. Third one is the poor. The poor leaves symbolize the poor people of society. Last one is tis. It's a contraction. It's a short form of it is. Well girls, now we are going to study the first stanza of the poem. In this stanza, the poet has sketched the scene of rain falling on the leaves of trees. The poet hears the sound of falling rain on leaves. The leaves seem to be drinking water. The leaves on the top are the rich. The leaves beneath them are the poor. The rain is falling in heavy showers on the top rich leaves. Rich leaves are dripping rain water drop after drop on poor leaves. The poem offers a metaphor as well. The leaves at the top of the trees symbolize rich people upon whom the blessings of Allah pour down like shower. But these rich leaves prove to be very uncharitable. They give alms to the poor, but in little amounts, just like the rich leaves that pass on the rainwater drop after drop to the poor leaves. The beating of the raindrops against thick leaves produces a soft music. The poet enjoys to hear it, therefore he calls it a sweet noise. Here the poet talks about the discrimination between the two strata of society. The rich people get a golden chance first, and whatever remains trickle down to the poor. The poet says that despite both classes, the poor and the rich, exist in the same society, they are so widely apart. Now we are going to study stanza number 2, and it is the last stanza of this poem because this poem consists of only 2 stanzas. After showing the rainy scene in the first stanza, the poet tells that when the rain has stopped, the sun will appear. It will shine brighter than before. The sunshine will spread everywhere. It will make the whole atmosphere lovely and bright. The dark round drops of rain will begin to shine in the bright rays of the sun. The poet says that sunshine will illuminate everything with its brilliance. It will indeed be a lovely sight. On the deep level, the stanza shows the hope of the poet that after the reign of discrimination, there would come a time of harmony and equality. Here, the sun is a symbol of impartiality and kindness. It shines equally on all. So the poet hopes that when the dark clouds of injustice shed away, the sun of fairness and equality will rise. Then the weak and deprived sections of society will also be benefited. Hopefully you got it. Your today's home task is to answer the comprehension questions of the lesson. Okay girls, Allah Hafiz.